Hey, what's up? It's Summer here. I have a really fun and kind of different video to share with you guys today, and I'm super excited about it. So I'm not sure if you guys know this, but if you're close to me, then you definitely know that I have a background in fine art and just really an appreciation for all things art and creative. My really close friend, Drica Lobo, she is an artist from Brazil, and we actually did a previous video with Drica. If you didn't get the chance to check that one out, I did a bedroom makeover in her place. You can check it out up here. Drica is an amazing artist, and she was putting on her solo art exhibit at this awesome little gallery in Hermosa Beach called Shockbox Gallery, and she asked me to be the curator for the show. And basically, if you don't know what a curator is, it's kind of just like a fancy word for somebody to help the artist display their artwork throughout the gallery. I felt like it was pretty relevant in terms of, like, you know, me doing these DIYs and interior design makeovers, and just I thought, why not show you guys like what actually goes into planning an entire art show, because it is a lot of work and I can't wait to share it with you. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and please help me out and help my dreams come true by subscribing to my channel to keep this dream alive. I will also link below information about the Shockbox Gallery and Drica Lobo's art, and where you can purchase her artwork, and also where you can see this show. If you are local and you want to check this out live, you're welcome to do so. The gallery will be open until September 12th. This whole show, the opening night, took place on Zoom live this past Saturday. And I just wanted to recap and show you guys everything that goes into planning this awesome show for Drica Lobo, Decoding the Flow. Check it out. So when Drica and I first started to collaborate on her solo show, the first thing we started with was Pinterest. She had some really wild ideas, and this was a good place to start at. I tell you guys all the time that I start any project that I work on in Pinterest. It's a place where I can source for inspiration and kind of see all of it come together. You can see here she has a lot of like atomic structure ideas, also some of the lines that she uses in her artwork. So it was really a good place to start. It was a starting point. You can see here, this is actually her artwork here. And so that's where we always start, or I always start, is going to Pinterest. Next step was to come up with a solution to display Drica's artwork throughout the gallery. So I mocked up some ideas in Photoshop to show how it could flow naturally. Yay! We just got to the gallery, Shockbox Gallery in Hermosa Beach, and we've got literally a blank canvas here. So Drica had a really cool idea to use these pom-poms, and we're like hanging them on the wall. And the pom-poms kind of represent all of the atoms, right?
Subatomic particles.
Like subatomic particles that kind of bring us and unite us to be all as one. And I think this is going to be such a fun project, and I can't wait to get started in this little space with all these pom-poms. So I'm helping her glue all of these and get them up on the wall.
It's so satisfying.
So excited. Here with Drica Lobo, and this is the night before her big show. How are you feeling about everything? Are you excited or what?
I'm really excited. We still have a lot of to install, but I think we got everything pretty much set up, and I'm really excited. So
I'm excited too. I'm excited that you asked me to help you work on this with you. This is turning out amazing. Drica had so many wild ideas, you guys. these ideas were, we were all like, oh my God, what if we did this? And what if we did that? And what if we did this? And so we're all tying it together.
I think the biggest challenge was exactly like putting it all together, because it was just so many ideas and so many different aesthetics of art to make it as one big solo show. So it was for me like, and I'm sure for you, we'll say I'll ask you for you to help.
I was like, what? We're doing, what are we doing? Okay, we're going to do this. It's
So
awesome.
just tying together and connecting the dots, that was definitely the biggest challenge for this
Connecting
show.
the dots, that almost has a little bit of symbolism, wouldn't you say? I don't know.
Exactly, which is all the vision that I have for this show that I cannot wait to share with you. Decoding the flow.
Yeah, tell us about, what is decoding the flow mean
Okay.
for us?
I'm 100% sure that all of you ever heard, go with the flow, go with the flow.
Totally.
What is this flow? And then it's like the flow of the universe, when you feel connected with everything else. And there's two ways that you can feel that. Either the flow of when you're working really hard into something and you put your heart and soul into it, and you just like completely get lost in time. So that way you just feel so connected to the thing that you're doing. Creatives usually have this in a way, or maybe like somebody who plays sports, like hard sports, they have to be so focused. So there is one flow.
One flow.
There is one type of the flow. The other flow, it's when you have your body and mind working together. When you say something and then your heart feels the same way. And that's when you feel that you are in the flow with the universe. When you start seeing serendipities, you know, when coincidences start happening. So that's the flow that you can study from ancient philosophies to modern science, and everybody's gonna talk about the flow. And the like for me, because I studied, like I did so much research because I'm just so obsessed with this, finding the answer even for myself. That's why I decided to do the solo.
It's true, you're like, she's all about self-help, how we can be better and the best version of yourself. That's why you're such a big inspiration to me. And I love that you're literally like showcasing this in your entire show. It's so freaking cool. I think it's awesome. Because
towards the end, that flow, it can be, you can find it in books, but for me, what it means is when you do have your body, your mind and heart in coherence, and that's the flow. And that's what I wanted to show through my art and through my installations, that you can elevate your emotions, and through elevating your emotions, you can feel that connection too.
We've got a lot of stuff in here loaded, right, Drica?
Big day today.
Big day today. I'm not gonna show you in there yet because it's a surprise. We're in a sea of pom-poms here. I don't know how many pom-poms we've used, but we've definitely used a lot. Are you getting ready? Are you excited?
I'm so excited.
How many pom-poms do you think we've used in this?
I know how many we have because I bought them, but I think we should
do a little
what do we say?
trivia.
Trivia.
Trivia! Getting ready here. All right, so I'm here today and I'm with Mike Collins. He's the owner of Shockbox Gallery and we're here in Hermosa Beach. And this is an awesome art gallery. Why don't you tell us a little bit about what you guys do here, how long you've been here?
So Shockbox is an art gallery and an art studio. And we've been here since April of 2017, so like 3.5 years now.
That's awesome. I've been to lots of shows here. And
You've been in a show.
I've been in a show. It was quite some time now, but that was pretty fun to be a part of. And you guys do like such a good job in here. They transform this space and we're here today working with Drica Lobo on her new show, Decoding the Flow.
Right.
And it's gonna be a new experience for all with quarantine and COVID happening because this is one of the first Zoom openings, right?
One of them. So it's cool to have Drica's show come in. Like, you know, we have a lot of group shows like the one you were in. And we're starting to have more and more solo shows. Awesome. And when quarantine started, we were actually in the middle of a solo show for Sarah Spavani. Okay. And it was like, okay, we had the opening, but what are we gonna do now? And so we did this Zoom artist talk, just really trying to like put something together. And it turned out to be the best artist talk that we've ever had.
That's amazing.
So then we did another group show where we had this Zoom opening and there were like 300 people.
That's so cool.
Yeah, so for Drica, it's fun that she's local and that she's making this installation and then she'll be down here. So we're not just going to be on Zoom, right? We're also going to be...
And it's almost going to be like an international show because Drica is from Brazil. So she has so many people joining in from Brazil. So it will really be interesting to see what kind of turnout you guys have from all over the world. So I hope that it's going to be awesome.
It will be.
Yes, thanks for having us and thanks for sharing a little bit about Shockbox. And we are going to feature more stuff about you in the future.
Yay, that sounds like fun.
Awesome, thank you. This is freaking cool.
Yeah, I'm so glad. Good job.
Yay!
You did it. The second one.
I know, it looks so good. Yeah. I was a little bit like, how are we gonna make all these ideas come together?
I know, I always like have a hard time because once I have the idea for the show and the more you think about it, the more ideas come. And then I wanted to do all, and then you have to run against the clock because you need to make it work. And then you also need to make it
Flow.
sense, to make the show flow, you know?
Yeah, you had definitely had a lot of ideas, but I think it came together, and I think the cool thing about it is like, you know, you also like did this like during such a like crazy time, like during coronavirus and like during quarantine and stuff.
Yeah, and I was in Brazil when like a lot of my paintings here was like, I was supposed to do a whole, like just like a regular series. And then it was this whole like Lloyd that passed away, remember?
Yes,
with like the protest. And I couldn't do anything. I couldn't like, oh, okay, here is my collection. It wasn't the time, so I kind of used like that collection that was like the Brazil, the quarantine that I painted, and then I threw it in here. So it ended up being like just perfect.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I know, it's kind of cool how we both got like super creative over quarantine, and I had like my whole path to like change and start doing this like
so proud.
YouTube stuff and the makeovers.
Yes,
and DIY.
it's like, yes,
and
Sommer.
this is like a cool way too to like, you know, keep doing what I'm doing, but like in a different way, like by like helping you do the art show and stuff.
Yeah, and then you just using you yourself, because you start like achieving like your dreams and, you know, like doing what you really wanted to do. So I was kind of scared in a way, because I don't want to take the flow away, like your like focus on that.
I think we like collaborate like super well together.
So I'm like, you know, like Sommer done so many things for me, like calendar, and like this is the second solo show, like everything that I need related to creativity. You are like my number one person, because
so nice.
it's not just because of your creativity, but the way we think and the way we work together is just a match.
I know, I think
and
so
when
too.
you find a person like that you can collaborate it, and you just understand each other just so well, it's like, what else do you need, right?
It's awesome. And it's almost your birthday.
Yeah, it's like
So
half an hour
Yeah.
for my birthday.
And also, what a great birthday gift, because this is going to be featured in Artsy, right?
I know, I think, yeah, that's got me nervous a little bit, because Artsy is like an international platform, and I have Artsy in my mind. I wanted to be featuring artists at Artsy, because it's like one of the biggest artist platform. You can only get in there through a gallery.
Wow.
It's not like Sayachi, which is a really good, but everybody can just go in there. There's not such a thing as a curation. So Artsy, I feel like people get a little bit more serious. So I had Artsy in my mind, like it's such a dream for me. And now I have my whole solo show, and if you ever get a chance to go, like you can visualize totally 3D. It's just like spectacular, and I'm like freaking out. And it's like, yes.
And your dream is coming true.
Yes, totally. Like, absolutely. I've been on the show here before. Like, we did like a few online, but it was a group show. But it's the impact. It's not as big. I mean, I don't know the impact either, because we're gonna see it tomorrow. But definitely it's a dream come true. I'm like so excited, and it's probably one of the main reasons that I decided to do the show. Not only the reason, because come on,
this is awesome.
I needed a place to say, come Drica, you can just put your crazy ideas here. We accept and love you.
Yes,
thank you.
You're welcome. Happy birthday. You did awesome.
Thank you.
That's right.